Hey guys, thank you for joining us this week. We're here with Colby. Thank you for joining us, man. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, dude, thanks for having me on. My pleasure.
So, you're from Spokane Valley, right? That's what I've read.
Actually, I'm from Idaho.
Okay,
So,
Idaho, right?
yeah, it's close to Spokane. Yeah.
Okay. How long? I guess you lived there your whole life.
Yeah. I'm born and raised here in a town called Coeur d'Alene. It's a
Okay.
little lake town, kind of resort town in the
Yeah.
northern panhandle.
Okay. Uh, so what type of music would you classify your music as?
Sorry. Well, I play country music. I think, on just a bass, if you're gonna give it a genre. But we've been calling it mountain country music.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of similar to like, Tyler Childers kind of sings songs that I guess would resonate more with like Appalachian music. He's
Yeah.
kind of has his own little thing etched out there. And then, even like Garth Brooks was Oklahoma stuff, and everyone
Yeah.
kind of has their own sound, but Idaho does not. And
Right.
so we're kind of calling it, yeah, the mountain country sound. So
Yeah, I mean that's great. You're branching out, trying to make your own, I guess, trend sort of thing.
yeah.
Uh, so how long have you been doing music?
Oh, I'm sorry, what? You cut out
How
for a
long have you
second.
been doing music? Sorry.
Oh, you're all good. I started playing when I was 5 years old, and I started playing the piano. So I played piano when I was five, and then a few years later, I started playing drums, and I picked up the guitar and played my first live show when I was 11.
Okay,
So doing
man,
it for a while.
that's young. Played do
Yeah,
music.
I mean, I can't remember a time in my life where I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, I mean that's your passion, then go all in with it. Uh, what are
Right.
some of your major influences that you put into your music?
Well, I would probably say like Tyler Childers. I do like his stuff a lot. I listen to a ton of like a lot of the older stuff, like Hank Williams Sr. is great, Merle Haggard, all the Outlaw guys, Waylon Willie.
Oh yeah,
Um, yeah. And then, even some newer guys like Eric Church, I think puts on a really good live show and is also a really good songwriter, does his producing really well. So, there's a lot of inspirations over the years for sure. And there's a lot of great artists out there.
yeah, yeah. I've actually listened to some of your stuff since I've been in contact with you. I really
Yeah.
love it. It's really
Oh,
good.
thank you, man.
So
That means a ton. Yeah.
yeah, it's really good stuff, man. So just keep doing that. Uh, what inspired you to start doing music?
It's so weird. I do get this question sometimes, and it's hard to answer because it's not. A lot of people have like a story about how they, like they always like they didn't even know they could do it, or whatever, and then they like did it. I just can't remember a time in my life where I wasn't doing music.
Yeah,
And then once we started playing live music, I just got addicted to the crowd, and I love playing live music. I love playing for people, sharing songs that way, making people dance, big bar tabs, having fun.
yeah,
Um, and so once we started doing that, I that's kind of when I thought, we could probably do this and make it work. So
for sure. So with you being a singer songwriter, if you had to describe your music in 3 words, what would they be?
ooh, I've never gotten this question. This is good.
Trying to make you
Um,
think.
yeah, I know this definitely will. 3 words for our music. Well, I'd probably have to say it's the music is real honest.
Yeah,
It's we're not trying to hide anything. We're not trying to make a sound better or worse than we actually are, kind of let the songs speak for themselves. So for sure I'd say our music is honest. I think our music is um I would say even maybe deep. A few songs are like most songs, the way that I write the lyrics, might take you a couple times to kind of figure out the whole meaning of the song.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of words usually going in there and a lot of metaphors. I do like to write with a little bit of, I try not to be super blunt in all of them.
Right, for sure.
And then the last one, I'd say it'd be fun, the way it should be, and fun can be in multiple ways. Like even a sad song, I think, can go underneath that category, because even like sad country songs, people don't understand. I mean, I don't know if are you a pretty big country fan?
I listen to everything, so I'm pretty diverse in my music. But
Okay,
yeah,
sweet. Because there's so many people that like keep country sad. People listen to country music for the sad lyrics sometimes,
yeah.
So, but they also listen to it for other reasons. But I do think, yeah, I would say honest, deep, and fun, probably the three.
All right. Yeah, those are good answers. It's hard to make you think.
That was tough. No, I appreciate it. It's good.
uh so you mentioned some of your influences with us. Uh if you could collaborate with any musician, who would it be?
Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, without even a question.
You answered that real quick.
Yeah. No, Sturgill. He's my guy.
Uh where do you have any hobbies or interests outside of doing music that you enjoy?
Yeah, growing up in North Idaho, a lot of outdoor activities. So I love fly fishing. I love duck hunting. I'm a part-time fly fishing guide. I did that for a couple years, and still actually doing it, but definitely not as much anymore with the music and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so a lot of outdoor activities. I'd say is what I like to do when I'm not doing this.
All right. Uh what is your favorite part about being a musician?
It honestly is just I I used to say, and it still is like a huge part of it. I love writing. I love
Yeah.
writing songs and like making music. That's fun. But anymore, it is I really enjoy the people right now.
Yeah.
I just never knew how much I was gonna miss them. And
Yeah.
then, so now it's like anytime I get to meet somebody who says they're a fan, or anytime I get to meet somebody who knows the music, or even if they're just interested in it, I love the people. And that's the best part of it.
Yeah.
If you write a great song and no one's there to hear it, who gives a shit? I mean, like,
Yeah.
you're you got to have the people, and you got to have the fans there to support you.
For sure. So talking about fans, where can we find you on social media or listen to your stuff?
Yeah, so you can find my music on all streaming platforms. So I'm even like on Pandora, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, so on. You can find even just the videos basically of my songs on YouTube, Colby Acuff on YouTube. Social media platforms, I mean, on Instagram, I have a TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I have it
You're
all. Just look up
you're
Colby
everywhere.
Acuff. Yeah, just look up Colby Acuff. You can usually find me. Might have to dig a little bit, but you can usually find me.
Yeah, we'll be sure to put your name in the description and links to your stuff so people can be
Perfect.
able to find you easily. Uh, if you had a message to get across to your fans, what would it be, or and what would you say?
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, I'm kind of trying to get this message out there. I want to know, one, where my fans are, I guess. Like, I know I can see kind of where some people are, and like I have people reach out to me, but I want to know what city you're from. I want to know what venue you'd like to see me play, and we'll try to make it happen. I'm trying to get a tour together right now. So
For sure, that'd be awesome, man.
if people want to see me, now is the time.
Yeah. So, guys, be sure to make sure you share and like Kobe stuff and tell all your friends about him so we can get him out on tour. That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, dude, it is gonna be
Uh,
fun.
So listening to some of your stuff, what do you think is the best song that you've released?
Um, I really like off the new album. My favorite song is probably "Die and Breed," and then off my first album, I think the song "Life of a Rolling Stone" to me
Yeah.
is my favorite song I've probably ever written.
All right. Yeah.
Just because I wrote that song like 5 days before we went down to record the album "Life of a Rolling Stone." I didn't even know that, and once I wrote it, I was like, this is the title track, this is the album, this is everything. This song
Yeah.
is going to start the whole journey for me.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of, yeah, I'd probably say that song.
Yeah. That's personally one of my favorites of yours too. Had it on repeat for a little bit. So
Good, man, I'm happy you enjoy it.
yeah. Uh, aspiring musicians, what do you have any advice that you would want to share with them?
Yeah, just keep going, man. it's uh it's such a tough it's such a tough gig. I mean, the hardest one of the hardest jobs you could possibly do really is try to be an independent musician.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of self-help books. There's not a lot of people out there that are going to help you unless, they charge you an arm and a leg for it. Everything costs an arm and a leg in this business too.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of big barriers, that are tough to get over. But one, if you are hearing this and you follow me on Instagram or something, you can reach out to me, and I'm usually always happy to help whoever try to get into the industry. But my biggest advice would be start writing music and start playing live. Get some real fans, and you can take that and go anywhere with it.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. It's a big part of music is trying to build that fan base, and I know it's difficult. Um,
Right. But once it happens, it's really fun.
oh yeah,
Like,
it's great.
you just got to keep going, and every single person that shows up to your show, every single person that shows up to you have like an album release party, anybody that reaches out to you on Instagram, anything like that, you take the time after the show, you go out to the crowd and you say hi to every single person in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, you get to know these people. You want friends, not fans.
Right.
So like, it's just doing the legwork though of constantly promoting yourself and marketing to yourself and getting, meeting those people.
For sure. Uh, let's see here. Do you have any weaknesses that you're actively working to improve in your music that you would like to share?
Yeah, no, I like this one a lot. I like this question. I've never really claimed to be the best singer or the best guitar player, but just two things that I think I am really good at and why we've gotten to this point. And, like the songwriting and the live shows and, that kind of stuff. That's what we're good at. So I'd say like my weakness right now that I'm trying to get better at, always trying to, is just play more guitar, practice vocal stuff. And, it is absolutely, you're never going to stop. Like, you're never going to be perfect, So
Yeah.
uh, you always are looking to get better.
Right.
Always.
Yeah. Improvement's always good to come by, and especially if you have people to
Right.
help you come alongside and help you
Well,
improve.
that, and like this business too, it just comes with so much humility. Like, if you
Yeah.
can't be humbled and learn something from it, you're never going to do it, because it's brutal. I mean, it can be just absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
So, you got to remember everybody you see on the way up, because you just might see them on the way back down as well. So,
For sure.
I think that's a big piece of it.
All right. You talked tours, wanting to go on tour. You talked albums. What is your dream venue to play?
Oh God. So many. There's so many.
There's so many.
And it's like people ask me like, oh, what's your top 3 favorite venues you've ever played? And I would say 2, and then the third one I just leave blank because I'm like, I haven't played it yet.
Right.
You know, and I'd love to play and it's weird because I could say like Red Rocks, like it'd be so rad to play Red Rocks, but I would just as much want to play a dive bar with chicken wire around the stage. You know,
Yeah.
it just depends on the crowd. You know, it's like obviously I'd love to play in front of 30,000 people or whatever. That'd be nuts. But also playing for 500 cowboys, like and cowgirls swing dancing in some dance hall in Texas would be pretty sweet too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So, you know, I mean, it's I don't dream venue, yeah. As far as like big time stuff goes, you know, any stadium would be rad. I think if I ever had at the drop of a hat, I would play the Grand Ole Opry. Easily. I mean, that's something that is maybe a dream, definitely a dream of mine is to play at the Ryman.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get on your tour and we'll come out and see you.
Yeah, no, I'd love it.
So, guys, this is Colby Acuff. Go check him out on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you get your you get your music. Sorry, stumbled over my words there.
Oh,
Go check him out. Like him on Facebook. Like him on social medias. Share him. Let's get him on tour, guys. Kobe, thank you for joining us today, man. I really appreciate it.
hey, thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure.
For sure. Yeah.